The issue of control is something that gets discussed a lot in appointments that I have with clients. I think it is quite a common characteristic of people who can struggle with food and struggle with weight. Ultimately, especially a lot of us women, we really do like control. And I think it is quite frustrating, especially for emotional eaters, when we're controlled in other areas of our life. We're successful at work, we're successful in all these different ways. And then there's this one area of food, of weight, that for some reason we just can't do the way we want to do. We're not this controlled person that we would love to be. And I think it's a topic that goes a lot deeper. But there's a really simple exercise that I use with people when they're struggling, and it's been really effective, and that's what I wanted to share with you. It is really simple, but it's just a little tool, a little exercise you can do if you're struggling with overwhelm. You're feeling like there's just so much going on, you're not coping. This is a little tool that I get clients to do, that I myself have had to do a little bit this year, and that's what really reminded me of this. Such a simple exercise, but it really helps. For me, I remembered about this and started using it quite regularly during lockdown. I really struggled in lockdown, in the first lockdown. Now, don't get me wrong, I did enjoy it. It was lovely. I mean, to have time with the kids. From a personal level, I was still able to work, my husband was. So it wasn't a stress in that way. For me, it was, I guess, more that I disagreed with, I guess, the direction the government were going in. It was that frustration and really ultimately a lack of control, because we're not in control. We're not in control of what the government chooses to do. We're not in control of Corona. There's so many things that have changed this year. So I started doing this because I was feeling just off balance. And the struggle for us emotional eaters is that if you're feeling like that, you just become more vulnerable to overeating or emotionally eating. And that's why a big part of ongoing weight maintenance and success is keeping this guy in check so that your eating stays in check. It's really important. So this is a very simple exercise. You can do it on one page of paper. So basically, you just get a piece of paper, draw a line down the middle. On one side, you're writing, these are the things, people or situations I can control. On the other side, you're writing, these are the things, people or situations I can't control. So you just do that line down the page when you're in that space of overwhelm, and just make a list. Right, these are the things at the moment I can control. These are the things that I can't. Whatever situation it is that you're going through, stress with a kid, overwhelm, Christmas, whatever it is, then you sit back. So just take a moment to block down all the different things that are going on. Look at the ones you can control and the things that you can't. Then look at that side that you can control. I mean, from an eating perspective, we can always control, for the most part, what we eat, what we're choosing to eat, when we eat, how we eat. There might be some situations where that's not true, but for the most part, a lot of things about your eating and drinking are in your control, plus the other things that are going on in your life. You look at that side that you can't control, and the key is really to all of those things that you can't control, which is basically anybody but yourself, right? The only person we can actually control is ourselves. You just have to look at that side of the page and let it go. Just let it go. Because do you know what? If you can't control it, what is the point in stressing about it? Instead, put your energy on this other side of the page, the things you can control. On a daily basis, put your energy on that side, because actually you can do something about those things. So this exercise of just reminding yourself the things you can control, the things you can't, is really useful. I do this, as I said, I haven't done it for a while, but during lockdown I was almost doing it every day, just to help me get really clear as to what the best actions were for me to take. So basically, you just do that list and then let go of the things you can't control. Put all the energy into the things that you can control, and hopefully this is going to help you to have a better day.